Hey everybody, welcome. We are in session 0 of our next campaign, really kind of a mini campaign, and we are playing the game Rusthenge. So it's a level 1 to 4 adventure from Paizo, and we will cover it in session 1 or episode 1, all the details of it. But today we're really into session 0 stuff. And so for session 0, we are going to be discussing the house rules that we'll be using. We'll be giving a brief background for the adventure because get an idea of what everyone's going to be playing. We're going to let players decide what characters they're going to play. And they're going to talk amongst themselves and figure that out. We'll probably take a break then, let you guys make your characters. And then we're going to run an introductory sort of situation or scene that's going to build up to episode 1, which is going to be really the beginning of the Rusthenge adventure. During all this whole process, we are going to be migrating from Roll20 to Foundry. So we will see how that whole thing works out with tracking and how the screen works and stuff.
Most of us are new here. Be gentle.
Yeah.
So
comments are welcome.
Yeah. So we'll figure out how Foundry's going to work. So hopefully this session 0 will answer a lot of questions. I don't know if I may or may not keep them in or not.
We did select some what do you call modules as well to start with.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we can list those.
Yeah, I'll put the modules we use for Foundry in the description below. So you'll have a list if you have any questions about them. Other than that, let's just get started with our adventure with what we have going on here. So let me open up the book here. And let's get started with talking about what our house rules are going to be for this game. And if you followed our Dragon's Demand game, the house rules should be fairly similar to what we had for that game, but with one little change.
Previously.
Ooh.
Yeah. So first of all, again, common items at your level or lower will automatically just identify them. It seems to be the easiest, so you shouldn't have to hunt for them. With 2-session lemon law. So if you make a character and you make a choice, you'll have basically 2 sessions to lock it in. That way, if you decide you don't like something, we can just change it out. And realistically, as a game master, if you really don't like something about your character, we generally just fix it anyway. If you expend all hero points to stave off death, you immediately get 1 hit point for that cost. If you're going to drop your hero point, and especially if you have 2, you get 1 hit point instead of being just stable. Let's see. Hero points can be retroactively used to change the narrative. So, for example, if you really needed a rope, you can, and you're locked somewhere, or you need something else that's a mundane item or something like that, you can use your hero point to get that item instead.
Oh yeah, I stuffed it here.
Right. The other difference we're going to do with hero points this time around is before, hero points generally give you another roll. But here we're going to make hero points for this game, and we're going to try it out for this, that hero points are just going to raise your level of success by 1. So if you decide to use a hero point, what the hero point can do is raise your level of success by 1.
I like that. Makes it more
that works.
Literally heroic. We had a couple of cases in our last game where we rolled worse. So we had like a standard failure, and then it ended up being a critical failure because of the hero point. It's like, that's anti-hero.
Yeah. I mean, the only problem, of course, is that you can't go from like critically failing to critically succeeding.
Sure. But that could buy you, a life right there.
Yeah, but the way
all the critical damage.
The way Roll20 works, the way that Foundry works, you're going to be able to make the decision after you see whether you succeeded or failed oftentimes. So so that'll be nice. So you can say that, I failed or I critically failed, and you can say I want to use my hero point to bump it up. Sometimes you might want to accept critical failure, and sometimes you might think, that might be something we need to clean up. So anyway, we won't go too far. The same as before, you can draw a weapon or item or stow something in your hand as part of a stride action. This is a flourish action, can only be used once per turn. It cannot be part of any other action, such as from a feat or any other combination of movements. So if you just stride and do nothing else, you can draw or stow a weapon as part of that action. That's just nice because then, kind of starts the game out you being in a better position than having to take an action out just to do that.
Does that count for the sneak move action and the step?
I think for step it would be fine. For sneak, I think you're supposed to not be able to sneak without making a sound more than a whisper. So I think, you know what? I think for now we'll say yes, that will work. And then we'll revisit it. How about that? So we'll say sneaking will work. What I try to get away from is when you're moving and part of your move, for example, you're a fighter and you move twice and you move stride twice and attack. Well, during that stride twice and attack, you're doing another feat or an action. Yeah. You are not just striding, so you wouldn't be able to draw your sword and do all three of those things.
So if you're taking a basic move action, you can. Is that an interact?
I don't think. I think technically speaking, it's an interact when you're drawing a weapon.
Is that a free action?
Drawing a weapon is not a free action. No. There's no free actions in.
Well, there are some free. You
can talk. You can speak to each other.
Yeah, but there's some free things in there too. But yeah.
Yeah, generally speaking, like most things you need to do, like open a door, close the door, is an action. So yeah. Now we often will use the combine rule, where I say I want to move 10 feet, open a door, and then move 30 feet. And that's my 30 feet of movement. That combined action, you wouldn't be able to do all those things and draw a weapon because that's part of the combined movement. Okay. I'm just trying to give you guys some freedom without giving so much that, because there's 6 of you players, and so already the action tax is generally against the game master. So I don't want to give too many freedoms, but at the same time, I want to make it so you don't feel like, oh, my first turn is always wasted, or whatever. Surprise round. We had some questions about the surprise round, so I'm clarifying it. I know that Nate had a question. No, it's fair because we didn't specify it. So normally this game doesn't have a surprise round, right? But we put one in, and there can be a surprise round. I'll just read it. Where one subset of creatures is unaware that combat has started, but the others are. In a surprise round, all aware creatures get exactly one action. So you kind of get one action to jump on something. Maybe that is actually drawing your sword, or it could be, running away or backing away 10 feet or whatever. To gain surprise, though, you must actively create a surprise situation. So in order to get the surprise round, you have to be actively doing something to create it, such as hiding, just causing distraction, something like that. Merely just like you're standing there and you're like, draw your weapon and attack. That's not a surprise round. But if you cause a distraction and you successfully do that,
what if you have that feat? Rogues have a feat that's like quick draw, where you draw an attack and then one action.
You can call and draw an attack from one action, but it's not still a surprise round.
So if you get one action, right?
You have to create but you have to create a surprise round.
Sure.
You're saying on that surprise round,
you're talking to a guard, and whatever, and then I use sneak attack or quick draw, which is I draw and attack. If I have one action is a surprise round, can that be that action?
It can. The thing about it is you'll need to create a diversion or something to cause a surprise round.
But I'm just saying,
if you were in a surprise round, that one action would work for that.
Yeah, once you're in a surprise round, any one action is totally fine.
Okay, you just faint. Just you'd be like, "What's that?"
Yeah. So I wanted to clarify.
It's got to be more than just a sucker punch situation where we're being surprise aggressive. We need to create an opportunity mechanically before we can get that surprise round.
And there are a number of ways to do it in the game. So feel free to
be creative.
To be creative, right?
Excellent.
So and then the final one is resting for a full day will automatically heal all hit points as long as you are in a safe place. So if you're in town, if you're resting in an inn and you rest all night, it's just easier than rolling a bunch of times for treat wounds and stuff. We just hand wave it for that. Now, if you're out camping or if you're journeying through a dangerous hinterland or you are something like that, then we'll kind of play it more rule specific. That's it. That's our house rules. So so I just wanted to check those off so everyone knew what those were. Any questions on the house rules? I think we covered them. It's pretty close to what you did before. So let's kind of talk about this game, this Rusthenge, and get an idea of what is going on.
What's going on?
Gonna bring up my character information. So, all right. So I'm gonna bring up a map of where we're starting, and hopefully that will allow you to you at home and everyone else to be able to see where we're at.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh boy.
and I'm gonna read a little intro for what the situation is for the adventure, and this will allow you to kind of get some color as to the situation and how it's starting out, and then from there, there are specifically backgrounds that each of you will take one unique background that comes with Rusthenge that is from the location you're starting in. So let's kind of explore just the beginning of what this adventure is and kind of get some color. So as you can see, Rusthenge is set in New Thassalon, which is in the Chakakoth Isles. In particular, the adventure focuses on a stretch along the isle's southern shore, a region known as the Kindred Coast. Now, what you're going to find is that it's sort of not so aptly named. So you're about 20 hours trek south to the dangerous ruins of old Zin Adacero, the one-time capital of rune-lorn Bellamarius. And every time I read this stuff, Paizo, I want to send you a nasty one.
They're going to kill you, Bob.
Like, seriously. Anyway.
All right, Bellamarius.
So I want to just be clear. So for ages, the Chakakoth Islands were one of several unclaimed isles in the iron-bound archipelago that you see here. And a region sandwiched between the lands of the Lenorm kings and the frontier of the Varissia. Now, if you guys know, the Lenorm kings are basically like the Vikings, and the Lenorm are these epic dragons that are primordial. And to become a Lenorm king, you must kill a primordial dragon and show that you've actually killed him. So pretty cool up there. And in Varissia, to the kind of the southeast there, that's the place where the Rune Lords rose, where they rose and were killed and came back, and there are now several Rune Lords who have returned. And so you're sort of sandwiched between these two kind of chaotic, crazy places. The archipelago's position beyond the borders of any nation's rule made it an appeal destination for pioneers and settlers. So if you're in these various areas and you want to get away, this is the place to go. And settlers, yeah. Life in the ironbound archipelago is not easy, but for those who welcome challenge and the freedom to live how they wish, it is the place to be. So that's where that's the physical location. The area, it tends to be, when you think of these archipelago islands, you like to think of tropical lands, but it's not. It's a harsh region. It doesn't usually, like Alaska, it doesn't really get down to freezing. But it has in the wintertime, the squalls are fierce, and in the summertime they even get worse. There's lots of storms that roll through the archipelago all the time, and it tends to be a dangerous place. And specifically, Chakakoth Island is mostly unexplored. They have the old ruins, but nobody goes there because they're dangerous and they're so far away, 20 hours away. So that's kind of like just the physical structure where you're at. Any questions about that before we go on to some more of the geopolitical stuff?
Cool. So the majority of the people here would be people who have moved maybe a few generations ago to get out of kingdoms.
Yes, or if, as you're thinking about making your own characters, you could have arrived somewhat earlier. You just kind of as part of your background, but yeah, the idea is that.
Sorry, is there a long-standing civilization on the Chakakoth Isle, or is this like Penal Colony Australia, where it's just kind of a bunch of newcomers on this?
It's like Penal Colony Australia, where there's a bunch of little dotted villages that hug the coast. And they're very far apart from each other, and they vie for resources, specifically around the ocean. So they don't want to be too close to each other because they would literally be fishing the same ocean. So they're quite a distance away. In fact, the location you're going to be starting in, it's only a population of 120, and it's 85% human and 15% other. We'll get to that. So that kind of gives you an idea of where you are at. Think of a land that is constantly being bombarded with storms, and in the wintertime, the churning seas are very difficult to navigate. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. Cool. So that's like the world as you see it from the geography perspective. Now, I believe we are now 4726 is the current calendar year of Glorian. But in the year 4606, at the dawn of the age of the lost omens, where we start, a series of frightening storms scoured many parts of the world, and at the pirate city of Riddleport and in Varissia was no exception. This is what's happening to kind of build Osprey. So Osprey was created by two siblings who left Riddleport and in Varissia during a tumultuous time. D'Artanius and Santui, they took advantage of this chaos and they fled their servitude in Riddleport. So in many ways, this is like Australia, right? It's like people who fled to find a new land, and they hug this outer border. So it kind of gives you an idea of how your character might be thinking about life. And there was D'Artanius was more like the military mind, and Santui was more like the communal agricultural mind. They took two ships they stole from the harbor, and they left with a crew of about 100 people, and they made their way north across the shining sea, and this is where they landed on Chakakoth Island. So quite a couple generations back. Here, far from the cruelty of their hometown, the siblings and their crew started a new town. They founded the village of Osprey Cove, and that's the village you're on right now. Osprey Cove they named after the many birds that hugged the shoreline, the osprey. They nested in the nearby cliffs.
That sounds peaceful.
Yeah. For nearly a year, things went well. It was kind of peaceful, except there was a schism that happened. Santui, who worships Caden Kalen, he's the god of freedom, adventure, luck.
Drinking.
Yeah, drinking, a lot of drinking. Wanted to continue developing Osprey Cove into a gentle communal style society. That's what Santui wanted to do.
She was a bleeding heart liberal.
Yeah, bleeding heart liberal. Yeah, for sure. And then you have,
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, D'Artanius was a worshiper of Gorham, the god of battle. He wanted to increase. He recently focused on plans to train a navy so that they one day could return to Riddleport. And that schism created a problem. And so what happened was, before the two could come to blows, D'Artanius gathered his followers, some segment of the people there, and they abandoned Osprey Cove. They traveled up the coast to establish a second village named Iron Harbor. It's about 16 miles away, 16 to 18 miles apart from each other, so quite a distance. So they had Osprey Cove and Iron Harbor, and you are all starting in Osprey Cove. For a year, the two villages grew and prospered on their own. But really, over the time, Iron Harbor is just faded into the memory of Osprey Cove. They rarely see each other, except for maybe when they're mutually visiting a trading town and they run into each other. The people of Osprey Cove don't travel by land to Iron Harbor, and thus the road to Iron Harbor has fallen into ruin. And between the two harbors, there is a dangerous area of coast called the Shard Straits. And the Shard Straits make traveling between the two by boat difficult. You have to kind of travel all the way and south and around. It takes a long time. And so just because of the fact that they really had no need for each other, they just sort of grown into this kind of cold war with each other, somewhat competing for resources, but mostly ignoring each other. And so that's where we stand. There is a side note in here that the Kindred Coast is actually owned technically by New Vassalon, which is to the east. But they kind of leave you alone for the most part. They send once a year, they send an envoy to collect taxes. Right.
Yeah.
So that, and if you want to incorporate something into your backstory, that's completely fine. But that's really the history that you need to know. Iron Harbor, by the way, is named for the fact of Gorham being the iron god, being a battle god, but also Iron Harbor, many of you will know from legend, has a ring of almost like druid stones, but they're made of metal, and there's spires, 7 of them that exist out on a plateau within the bay that had always been there since they've landed on here. Nobody knows what they are, but they're made of iron, and this iron doesn't last well over time, but they think it's from the age before Earthfall. And if you know anything about Earthfall, that's the time when the meteor fell, and that's when that sort of like a lot of the modern age began.
It's like 4,000 years old or something like that.
Wow. Well, that's why we call it 4727, so 26. That would be that many years ago, and that's where the meteor fell and disrupted everything. We don't need to go into that much detail in the past, and I can answer questions about it. But that is basically the history. If there's any questions about the history of this place before you build your characters, that's pretty much all I need to tell you. But I'm open to answering any questions.
So how old is Osprey Cove?
Well, it was founded in 4606, and it is 4720. Is it 4728?
You said 4726.
Let me see here.
So 140 years old.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's 40. Yeah, it's 4726, and the last year always follows our current calendar year. So 4726. So yeah, about 120 something years ago. So. But both the leaders that founded this have all since aged and passed away. So they were already older when they arrived here, and it's been long enough that both those humans have passed.
I'm contemplating an ancient elf as well.
Yeah. Well, you could have came over with the
that's
boat.
why.
Yeah. So I'll be happy to answer any other questions about either the history in timeline or the history in the environment and what happened. Some of it I'll know, some I'll have to look up, and some of it I'll just make up. Other than that,
you said there was some dangerous waters between the two towns.
Yes.
To travel by water, but other than the winter, do we do a lot of seafaring, I assume?
Yes, the towns, Iron Harbor and Osprey Cove, both trade with nearby lands and nearby islands.
Settlements.
Most of Osprey settles to the south. They travel south. There's south in the southern part of the archipelago. There's much bigger towns, and so fishing is a massive industry for Osprey. They also have several fields where they raise plants, but most of their plants they raise for farming are for their own consumption. They mostly trade with fish. Iron Harbor, you're not too sure anymore. They were kind of a militaristic group, and not many people know what they trade in now. Although you know that they probably try to craft weapons or things like that. They trade mostly to the north, mostly to the area of the Lenorm Kings, and
they're sending iron and to Battle Wall and Blood to Glister.
Yeah,
this can only go well.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the two towns, although they're very close to each other, they have very different trade routes and very few mix with each other. Mostly because Osprey Cove will have to go around the straits to go north, and it's just easier to trade south.
Is it like to the south inside the Ironbound archipelago, like down there mostly, or like even outside the map that we had?
They do some trading to Varissia, which is far to the that would be similar to trading from like Hawaii to the coast, or to Chile or something like that. I mean, it's very long, and they only do that when they have to do.
Got it. Okay.
Trades.
So the other archipelago islands.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So mostly to the south.
Cool.
So like Iriri and Fosca. What is it? Fosca Isle. That's where they trade. Settlements there.
Yeah, and feel free to have your characters from there, or if you want to be from the local area. If you want to be from the town, just the idea is that your characters have been in town for a reasonable amount of time, that you are integrated into the town because
you have a tie to it.
Yeah, you have a tie to the town. Now, when you create your characters, I've sent you all the backgrounds for the different character backgrounds that you can choose from. So when there are 6 or 7 in the adventure, and I just want everyone to pick one of them, something unique, more or less as a way to kind of nudge everyone into doing a little more unique character.
Okay.
So if you want to change something about a background, let me know. We can fix it or whatever. But for the most part, I prefer just to kind of go with what's in the box.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you guys now. I'm going to shut up and let you guys talk about what you guys might want to do.
Did anybody have? Well, I know Mike created 300 characters. Did anybody have?
I will
something
not.
in mind?
I interrupted. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. But I will say that in the adventure itself and what we are going to go by, there is a kind of chart that is that.
And the thing is really helpful.
Yeah. I see what I did wrong.
Are we going to do free archetype?
Yeah. We're going to do free archetype and gradual progression. They're both built into your characters.
Okay.
So you'll be able to see them. And this chart here will show you kind of like what the recommended classes and ancestries are for the adventure. They don't do this to put guardrails and say what you can't do. They mostly do that because they think that you'll have the most fun playing these characters. I would probably stick away from the not recommended category because it's going to create social issues, which are going to cause too many problems. Anything in the acceptable area would be fine. Generally speaking, the adventure assumes you're not playing that character, but they're not assuming you're not playing it. You're kind of like you're kind of a neutral party and may not have a lot of integrated pieces. The recommended and strongly recommended are obviously what they built the adventure design for. This doesn't mean you can't play them. I just want you to be aware of that.
Sure.
So yeah. So I'll let you guys decide what you guys want to do and ask any questions.
I was thinking of a champion.
Champion? Okay.
Always a good choice.
I want to practice some defensive gameplay.
You can also play one of the. You can also try one of the 2 new ones, which are Defender and what's the other new one that came out? Commander. I don't know if you want to, but I'm saying because this was written beforehand, it's not on the list. But Champion's a great option too. So I'll let you guys decide.
It's strongly recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with backgrounds then, because if we each have to choose one,
That's
start
fair.
there.
For sure. And I can bring the list of backgrounds up so that everyone can see them. Let's see. I don't have them. Everyone should have the list of backgrounds available. If you go into the AP, you should be able to bring them up. They should all be precursored with Osprey. If you open your character sheet and type Osprey, you'll get the list of all the different backgrounds that are there.
I admit I was thinking about a fisherman background for mine, but I could also do fighter. So if somebody was sold on doing fisher, I'd relinquish that one for sure.
I got blurry. I was thinking about Fisher.
Yeah.
So you guys can go ahead and choose a background, and I just challenge everybody to make a different one because it's going to really push different characters and make it.
So I could do warrior or fisher. I think it would be probably my 2 top picks.
We can always roll off if it was a challenge.
Barn Raiser might also work with the character I was thinking of.
Is that razor as in building or razor as in fire?
Razor like a AISER.
Not
Okay,
AZER.
a builder
Yeah.
More of a farmer, I guess.
or a sharpener.
So I'm kind of battling. I don't know exactly how I want to play the character, but the commander class did sound interesting. It sounds very interesting to play as. I might do that, and I feel like Scribe could work with that.
Oh yeah. I have never ran a commander yet. They're still very
Yeah,
new,
I don't
so-
even know. Yeah. I'll just be telling everybody what to do. You guys can just turn off your mics and I'll play your characters for you.
Remember the 4th edition?
Is it kind of like what Hemo was able to do with some of the commander style Battlemaster stuff?
Yeah, it looks like, it's like I one of them is basically like as long as you're within range of my banner, I can be like, you attack, essentially, or like I can call everybody like to come to me, and we'll get like bonuses and things like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a fun class, and one I haven't researched well enough, so it gives me an opportunity to go back and do that because it gives me a reason. It's cool.
Yeah.
No, you're not cornered by saying that, by the way.
I sense something else built.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? Anybody?
Well, scribe or warrior. I mean, warrior would kind of make sense for commander. Or scion.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
the son or daughter. I don't know.
Just when you're being forced to take a background like we are for this game, you may not be min-maxed to the most appropriate, but that's kind of the fun part of the game. You know,
You definitely.
it's
do
only level
scion
1 to 3.
If somebody else needs scribe.
Well, I was thinking about doing sort of a, I guess, fairly classic, very honor-bound fighter, and so I think the warrior would be obvious fit for that. But the fisher or even the barn raiser could wear anything to sort of give them a strength bonus would probably help. You know.
Well, let's do this. Let's since people have questions, let's everyone roll a d20. And then we're just going to do this in rolling order. How about that?
All right, just picking.
That way people can go around and change
draft a background.
Yeah, basically.
D20,
Okay.
you say?
Yeah, just roll a d20. We'll just kind of take it as we go here.
Well,
Nate,
we're still set to private.
Nate, you did just private to your own self,
Yeah,
so go ahead and re-roll.
Public.
Ooh, low.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So it looks like the number one person on the list is Eric. So Eric, why don't you go ahead and pick your? Nate, you're going quality.
That's number one.
Yeah. If we were playing Dragon's Bane, you'd be awesome. So Eric, you get to pick your background first.
Sorry, Nate. I've had an image of a fishmonger rogue with a big fish knife in my head for a long time. So I want to be the fisherman.
Absolutely, do it.
So you're taking Fisher?
Yeah, I want to be a big, mean fishmonger with a big fish knife.
So which background did you take?
The Osprey Fisher.
Awesome. All right, number 2 on the list will be then Mike. Mike, you get to choose yours.
You thinking rogue, Eric?
Yeah, I'm thinking a very unscrupulous fish cook.
All right. I'll do scion then.
All right. You're going to take the Scion background. The next up will be, after Mike is... I got Mike here twice. Did I get you in here twice? Who am I missing?
Zach's
Mike will be playing a mirror thaumaturge then.
I don't have Graham in here. Graham, you'll be last since they didn't roll.
Yeah, duplicates.
So after Mike, we were going to go with Zach. Zach, you're the next to choose.
I'll go with scribe.
All right, you've got scribe. And then Cameron?
I am going to go with barn raiser, I think.
All right.
I like the idea of a devout warrior who's turned to building things for his community.
All right. And then that brings us to Nate. Now you might want to talk to Graham and decide between the two of you what you're going to do. That might change your mind of what your characters might be. And Graham will take whatever's left over, so it depends on how.
What is left?
What is left over is a spellcaster, I believe. Is that one? And
yep, sounds like it's left.
And 2, 3. There's one.
Scout, I think.
Scout, and spellcaster.
All right, I'll do Osprey spellcaster then.
So you're going to take spellcaster, and that would leave Graham with scout, which is what he wanted.
And I'm quite happy with that.
That's what he wanted in the first place. This worked out well. Okay, cool. So now everyone has their characters. Do you guys want to discuss a little bit about what classes you want to do? To kind of, I don't necessarily require a balanced party, but it always is good to have at least something covered. I usually give a couple options, so you don't necessarily have to have every basis covered for recall knowledge per se. But with 6 of you, I'm hoping you do.
Well, I was going to be a ruffian racket rogue. So they're giving me some armor potential and then just intimidation and some critical specialization to things that are off guard. But I have sailing lore, but I'll also be good at crafting, and I suppose I'll have some pretty good athletics.
So you're going to play a rogue, and which racket did you choose? I missed that.
Ruffian.
Ruffian
Okay, cool. Racket.
All right, let's just go through. I'm let you guys decide how you guys want to roll. I'm only going to step in if it gets a little chaotic. Anyway, if somebody else next want to call something, you guys can choose your own rules.
With a scout background, I'm kind of leaning towards ranger.
Awesome. Do you have an idea of what type of ranger yet? You don't have to. I was just asking.
Yep. Yeah. I'm looking at a wood elf ranger.
Okay. All right. And you have subclass ideas or not yet? Totally understandable. You know, we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
You gonna look at it? Cool. All right. Anybody else want to take a stand in the class?
I'm gonna go with commander. I'm gonna try it out.
A lot of marshals in this class. This will be kind of fun. Cool. Anybody else have something they want to do? I think Mike and Cameron and Nate are left to decide what classes. I know Mike has a ton of characters.
I will fill in. I have many choices, so I have many ideas. So
Cameron?
Yeah, I'll go champion. Sounds good to me.
This is gonna be This is gonna be a lot of marshals. That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of where I was wondering about this too. Like, clearly having a healer would be smart in a party, but if we all could do some form of healing, or if a couple people could do some form of, like, the battle medicine type stuff, that probably.
I got natural medicine.
True.
Comes with my
one
background.
of the backgrounds, so glad you have that. And I'm just frankly debating. I was gonna do a fight or something, but with the magic background now, the spellcaster background, that changes my plan a little bit. So
there's a lot of shades of gray with that, right? I mean,
True.
There's a lot of classes that you can choose from. You don't have to necessarily play a wizard per se.
Right. How does the witch play with, like? Well, would witch be good with the spellcaster background?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming a little bit without that background knowledge on that class, but it's new.
Witches have familiars by default, right?
They do, and your familiar is a big part of your class. So that if
your familiar is your spellbook.
Yeah, which is really fun, unless you don't want to play with the familiar, which that was the only reason I would probably stay away from the witch. But if you think you like the familiar and that kind of thing is cool, then that's something we could do.
So wizard has a spellbook, literally. Witch is sort of a spellbook, but through the thing, through your familiar. Or is it more
it's almost like a warlock, where your familiar is your tie to your
the magic
patron
pool or whatever?
Yeah.
Which
it's
is
essentially your
But is the spell pool like preparing out of a subset out of what you've got every day?
Yep, it's a prepared caster.
Got it.
It's very much like a wizard in that regard.
Yeah.
You basically have a patron that gives you your stuff through your familiar.
Did the Oracle last time. I tend to like the Oracle and Sorcerer style better, even the Cleric style better for just spell casting stuff. But
Sure, yeah.
what were you thinking, Mike? Clearly, I'm on the fence still.
You want me to read off my list?
Well, just I think he's asking what your preference is.
My preference. I do not have a preference. That's why I made so many, so I could fill in the hole that needs to be filled.
Yeah, I think as far as
that's why I'm going last.
The only thing I don't like about the witch is I think the resentment witch is like the one that's broken. So if you can stay clear of the resentment witch,
broken in which way?
It's just depending on, it's a little bit. It never got tuned down correctly, and it's a little bit broken. I would say stay clear of the resentment.
Very powerful, you say?
So, yeah, we had a resentment one in Bloodlords, and it was just ridiculous. It made it not fun.
So the witch has this hex thing that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
A lot of the hex things are it's like very much a support class.
Yeah.
Or not very much. It's
well, it has
plays
a lot
well
of
into
it has a lot of support elements with it with its familiar.
All right. Well, I don't know what kind of witch yet, but I'll do a witch with some sort of familiar. We'll figure that out.
Cool. Yeah, we'll work on that. We'll see how Foundry works with that. I don't know if I need a familiar add-on or not. Hopefully it works. We're gonna build it and create it and figure it out. And so what did you add?
I will do a War Priest.
War Priest. Okay, that's the first time I've had a War Priest. This will be really fun. There is a couple alternative War Priests out there. I think that we can take a look at. Inside of I think they're like I can't remember what they're called, but they are definitely options. I'm going to see what it's called here. They're class archetypes. Yeah. So
no, I'll stick with the basic one.
Yeah.
It's Brock Calloway.
Yeah, you're gonna play Brock.
I'm gonna play Brock.
Oh, great. Yeah, Mike is bringing back a character from a long time ago in that we played with first edition Pathfinder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
who was a brawling cleric.
Yeah, that's perfect for this.
I think War Priest was the very first Pathfinder I ever played at a convention at one, like an introductory Pathfinder Society thing. I played a War Priest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool that I could be like a helper and a fighter more effectively than being a helper fighter kind of character in D&D. Like the three actions let me do more of my hybrid role. It was cool.
That's cool. And I think in the remaster now, instead of getting heal pots, you get something else, right?
You can choose.
Okay, you can choose. Got it. All right. Well, I think everybody's got their corner of the adventures selected. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to let everybody craft their characters, and then we're going to come back and do the briefest introduction of every character, and then we're going to do a short mini adventure, just to exercise it and make sure we got all of the Foundry VTT stuff set up, and also people kind of are vibing with them. So we'll be back for you in a minute.
Hey everybody, Alan from the future here. Just a heads up. As we started the Session 0 encounter, we had problems with our internet, which interfered with Foundry and our players. I had to restart a few times. I tried to edit that down, but it's a rocky start. I apologize for the technical issues. And now, on with the adventure.
All right, and we're back. We took a little time to create characters. Took us a little while because we are just getting underway with Foundry, and so we had to get some things taken care of. I'm sure we're going to make some Foundry mistakes, but it's a game and we're having fun. So let's get on to our mini adventure that takes place before the actions of Rusthenge. As we peer down into the Osprey Cove, it is at the end or near the end of a long day. People have spent their various times working in the fields, working in the fishery, working on the boats, and you all begin gathering at a local pub. You begin gathering outside of a place called Caden's Rest. It's late in the day after a hearty day of work. Ordwin is bringing in a barrel from her storage shed. Ordwin is one of the elders and the proprietor of Caden's Rest. If I bring her up here, you can see her right now. If I get this, I'm just boom. Work. There we go. This is Ordwin. She is one of the elders, and she is a healer, and along with the other elders within Osprey Cove. Get that set up there, okay? There's a cool breeze, and the bay is beginning to have a brewing sea, as they call it here, with the churning of the sea. Dark clouds are rolling in from the east. Lightning flashes in a far distance as you gather, the group of you, to get ready to come in for a night of relaxation and drinking. Why don't we go around the room and give the briefest description of our characters as this is session 0. We won't have character tokens or art or anything for anybody, but that's all right. Let's start with Nate looks like he's busy setting things up right now. So let's skip Nate and we're going to do Nate last. But we're going to start with Graham. Graham, why don't you tell us a little bit about the character that you are playing for us?
All right. Leo Fenring is an elf ranger. He's a golden-haired elf, although more of a dirty blonde. He generally carries a thin layer of topsoil most of the time. He was raised in the fishing village and was drawn to the inland forests, and after spending a lot of time in the woods, he became aware of a multitude of creatures and monsters who could threaten the village. He's to the point where he comes in to visit his family and restock arrows and get some other supplies, and he goes back out into the woods. He spends his days seeking out frightening beasts and keeping them at bay from the village.
And so you have the scout background and
I have the scout background, yes.
Cool. All right. And then how about Eric? Eric, why don't you give us a quick rundown of who you're playing?
Mrs. Doris is a ship's cook. She's an older human woman. She's a fisher by background and a ruffian rogue by class. She uses her position as the hand that feeds the sailors to curry favor and keep herself rolling in booze and fineries. It's never a good thing to owe the cook, and people have seen the wrong side of a meat tenderizer if they owe her too much for too long.
That's
good.
For everyone else,
demand to see the manager.
for everyone else, she is the cook that keeps them fed and alive on long sea journeys.
So I saw her name is Mrs. Karen Daros. What is it?
Mrs. Doris.
Mrs. Doris. Okay.
Don't ask the rest of her name. Don't ask how old she is.
Fair enough. I apologize, Mrs. Doris. All right, Cameron, what do you got going on?
I have Brock Rockefeller. He's the local barn raiser carpenter of the town here. You'll probably be finding him helping out townspeople around town with their carpentry and house repairs. He's always trudging around with his shield, which has his deity's sigil on it. It's crossed sword and bird wing.
And who is your deity?
How do you pronounce the deity's name? It's Ragathiel, I think. Ragathiel?
Nobody knows.
God of what?
God of mispronunciation.
He's the general god of vengeance. He is a lawful good god, though. But he makes sure that things are done right by people in town. Yeah.
Well,
but he's going to be a champion by class, and he's the barn raiser.
Cool. And what did you say your character's name was?
Tug Rockefeller.
Tug Rockefeller. Got it. All right, Tug. Awesome. And we'll make sure for session 1, for episode 1, we find the name of that god and we get it all good. Yeah. Looks like Mike. What do you got? Who do you got going on here?
I got Brock Calloway.
All right.
He's actually Ordway's adopted son.
Oh, nice.
He works in the tavern there, and he's a cleric of King Caleb. The drunken god.
As is Ordway, so you have a lot in common with her. And remind you that this is what she looks like. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Okay. All right. Given that, we have the last person is Nate. Nate, who are you playing?
I'm playing Kalen Rhyme. He's a quiet chap who works on the docks and helps to identify items and figure out what they've received and what they might be worth, and maybe on the outgoing side as well. I think he works with a few different ship's captains and the quartermaster. But he's a quiet chap, and you always see him. He's wearing blacks all the time, and he's got a little white otter that runs around with him that he has named. I probably see him running around, and I lost my character.
That's okay.
Little albino otter.
Okay,
we'll
figure out his name for episode 1, but we have an otter. That's awesome.
There it is, Slush.
Oh, I like that name. That's cool. All right. As the cool breeze rolls in, You see Ordwe stop as you're kind of gathering in from all sides toward the actual Caden's Rest, and she looks out and she says, "Looks to be a temperamental evening." She looks over at Brock and says, "Did you get all the barrels that I asked you to get?"
Yep, sure did. Yep. They're all stacked up nice.
Excellent. Well, I hope you're all thirsty. We have extra ales for tonight. We brought some extra barrels in. They're fresh from off the boat. So it'll be raining soon, and we're going to be wanting to be shut in. So it should be very nice. As she kind of wipes her hands off and kind of looks around, she looks over at Brock and says, be sure to put both barrels behind the bar, she says to you. And then she turns as another person is approaching the group, as you guys are all standing outside of her bar. You see a new person show up, a woman, a dwarf. She comes strutting up. She does not have her goat or ram with her at the time, but that's the art that she has with her. She approaches. She's wielding an empty leather mug, and she kind of is just spinning it in her hands. She stops and gazes at the storm alongside of Ordwin, and then she asks over to. She asks over to Tug. She says, "Tug, did you happen to put all the farm equipment away today?"
Aye, absolutely.
It's going to be very, very wet very, very soon, and I do not want to be chasing after rakes blowing through the wind.
Everything's locked up as it should be.
Thank you. This is Elder Bo Mel, and she is one of the main farming people within town. She is an elder, and she is one of the communal farm managers. As she looks around, they're kind of staring at the storm. This is the storms of the bay are often spectator sports, as they like to watch them rolling in. So as the people gathered around, instead of rushing inside, they seem to stop in mass, and each of them taking in the various storms, making casual comments.
This is how we do around here with tornadoes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad one.
There is a vast vocabulary that is brought up in Osprey Cove, all about the storms, various words that indicate the slightest differences, something that a non-islander might not understand. As the group is standing outside of the sort of beginning disbanding, perhaps at finally going to make their way inside of Caden's Rest, you see Elder Vandus come hurrying up. Elder Vandus is another one of the elders. As he comes hurrying up, he has a nervous look about him. He walks up and looking frantically at everyone, and he goes, "By Caden's keel break, have any of you seen Jacquith?" The rest of you know Jacquith to be a rambunctious and somewhat difficult to handle young boy. He is Vandus's adopted child.
This guy be the fishing elder?
Yes. He is also your adopted. Are you a part of his family? I'm getting all the. I'm
work with him.
Let me take a look here at your background just to make sure I'm getting. No, you are the fisher background, and you're apprentice under Elder and Lorgog, and that is not the same person. And it's easy to get confused because we are literally 5 minutes into this game. So, and I'm just getting your characters in their way. But yeah, so he comes walking in and he goes, "By Caden's keel break, have any of you seen Jacquith?" Looks around.
Nope.
Why don't all of you give me recall knowledge rolls, and we'll see if any of you have known about Jacques. As you look at Elder Vandus, who is it? Zach Gorick has seen him wandering just north of town a couple hours ago.
No, and I kind of just let him walk by. Sorry, is it?
I think we're having a communication glitch with Zach. So Zach, you can go ahead and start. Let's.
Yeah, you cut out almost entirely on that one.
You're completely frozen up now.
Okay.
Let's wait till he comes back. All right. In the meantime, from the road toward the tavern, which you can see, by the way, the tavern, we're going to put it right here. Bring this up. And we're going to zoom it in here. And the tavern is right here, right on the front there. As you come running up the tavern, you can see that we are met by Elder Vandus, who comes hurrying up. By Caden's keel break. Have any of you seen Jacques? He looks around and he says, Jacques was sent to gather wood around Foster's Ridge nearly 3 hours ago, but I just needed some distance. That boy has no ability to stand still. Probably got himself caught up in watching the Osprey. All those young up there are having quite a stir. I'm going to go ahead and clear the board again. We were having some technical difficulties. So if you watch this and you're wondering what all these little things are, it's because there were some technical difficulties and we needed to figure them out. So now what I want everyone to do is give me a recall knowledge roll, and everyone should be able to do it now that we are set. Make sure you do it privately, Graham. And everybody else.
Everybody picking on me tonight.
So I'll delete everything. Send it to me as GM private.
The macro doesn't give us a prompt for it.
Oh, it didn't.
To do anything like that.
It looked fine.
I don't see any of the dice roll on my client.
That's weird.
I
must be.
Everybody privately rolled.
Got it. All right, go ahead and give me those rolls. Awesome. All right, let's see what we got here. So I right now I have Mike and Nate, and then that was just me because I see them, but I was confused because I'm seeing the dice, which I shouldn't, but I must be able to because I'm the game master.
You are the game master.
Yeah.
You may see them. Everybody else, click your button again.
All right, sorry. I got Mike and Nate. Go ahead and give me another roll for everybody. I apologize for making you roll another time.
This is quite literally the charm.
Yeah, it's been a number of times.
Hey, there we go.
All right. Let me see here. We're gonna see who's the one who gets it. Ah, wow.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Let's see I'm gonna see how to whisper here.
There's a kid? What?
I ain't know nothing about no kid.
I was busy watching Ospreys myself.
I just got here.
All right. Gorick, which would be Zach, you have you've recalled something. As you see that Vandus is looking around nervously for Jacques, the young boy who is missing.
Wait. You sent that kid into the hills?
Well, yeah. He gets a little bit to deal with sometimes. So I went and sent him up there to get some firewood and just get out of my hair, you know.
Well, you've been here long enough to know the rams get very aggressive during this time of the year, and if he's been gone for that long, he could be in some trouble.
He might be injured.
Yeah, guy, we should go up there and find him. Those rams are incredibly dangerous right now.
And the storm's coming.
You look to the sky and you see that the storm is indeed rolling in. It's rolling across into the bay. The winds itself start to pick up. It's not raining yet, but you can kind of feel the coolness of the storm rolling in. The wind whipping around.
Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be a 2-twister kind of storm. Anybody want to take bets? I got 2 gold scissors, 2 twisters.
Well, I think if we're going to go find this boy, which I think we'd better do, we better go now.
Oh, I'm feeling at my knees, though.
Well,
all right.
There's no time.
I'll go alone if I have to.
Oh, we can go find him. But Elder, I'm going to need some more of your spices on my next fishing trip. Okay.
You see that Ordway looks at you. Trying to get all my names here, Mrs. I do not have your name written correctly. What is it?
Doris.
Mrs. Doris. I'm the lunch lady.
Okay, got it. He looks over at you. You see that Ordway looks over at you, Mrs. Doris, and she says, yes, that would be a good idea. Brock, can you take the rest of these fine ladies and gentlemen as a little group, gather amongst us a small cadre of people, and go see if you can find Jacques. I'll tell you what, if whoever goes up there and brings back that boy, I'll give him a free pull of a pint from the keg.
Brock's behind the thing.
Well, now that's a better deal.
Leo's shouldering his bows and he's heading for the door.
The rest of you know that if you travel just north past the lands that you see, you're going to come to Foster's Ridge. It is a place where most of the kids will often come and gather firewood, but not just gather firewood. They actually will play on the ridge. It's generally fairly safe, but sometimes it is a ridge that can, just like any other place, can be dangerous. You gather yourselves up and head north in town. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you head north to try to find Jacques before the storm arrives?
Nope.
No time. Nature won't wait for us.
Mrs. Doris goes back to her ship and grabs a big-ass meat tenderizer and is now wearing some armor with a big leather apron on the front.
That's hilarious. All right, now as you gather yourself up real quickly and head north, you head north almost to the edge of the map region, which would be more like pretty much right up here. You can see it popping up, population happening here. And I'm just trying to get my bearings on how this works. You guys can go ahead and move yourself up to there. You guys seeing that? Yeah. So go ahead and move yourself up there. All right. Just learned Foundry, and it's always a fun thing to learn new tools. All right. Yay, everyone's from streaming up.
Whee!
What's going on? Your Graham is just like taking the scenic tour. He's like,
You want to
yeah.
I'm a ranger. Roads mean nothing to me.
Yeah. You're a ranger without a compass. All right.
I have an innate sense of direction.
Yeah. If that direction's wrong. All right.
It's not good, but it's innate, and you trust it.
It's a what? That's my name.
Yeah. I have an Allen sense of direction. All right. Mm-hmm. As you travel up past the edge of the farmland, you can see that Elder Anlergog is wandering across the lower half of the farmland below. He is an Undine, and he is the ranger of the woods around here. He comes walking across, and you see him staring off into the wind and the rain as you come wandering over. And he looks over as you kind of crossing his path perpendicular to him, and he looks and says, "Ho, Leo, what brings you this far? You should be finding shelter."
What's his name again?
This is Onlorgog. That's his name, and I'll put his name in.
Onlorgog.
Yeah.
That's probably more accurate.
Undine names, man.
I swear on Lorgog.
Hey, Onlorgog. Yeah, we've just gotten. There's a kid who's probably lost up in the hills there. He's gone off for firewood. We have to get him back.
Oh, he says too many minnows out of the water. He looks out, and he seems distracted. He's almost wanting to look past you, and he's kind of staring off into the rain.
What are you looking for? Is somebody else missing out here?
He says, "No. I'm heading off to the west, to the Shining Shoals. It's where he says it's where I commune with the sea. That'll tell us where the fish are going to be the next week. During the storms are the best time to get information."
You tell me first, Onlorgog. I want that prime spot.
Well, tell you what, you bring that boy home safely, and I'll give you prime spot. And he's going to reach out, and he pulls from his pouch a small little, almost looks like a curved hook of a pin, and he's going to reach out and pin it randomly to one of you. And I'm going to use the random character selector.
Uh-oh.
I want to see how this works.
It's me. Just kidding.
And it is
Doris.
It is Eric. Eric, you are my random selection. He's going to run over and he runs over and he pins this little hook onto you,
Right
and
through your
he smiles at you and he says, "This ought to help you out. I'll show you what it is, and then you can you will know what this is immediately. You've seen him use this many times before." Let's see if it'll actually show up. This is called a monkey pin, and you can actually grab it off with a compendium and give it to yourself. A monkey pin. A monkey pin is a
small brass pin.
Small talisman. It's a small brass pin that's shaped like a monkey climbing a tree. When you activate the talisman, use a climb action with a +1 item bonus to the check. On this check, and until the end of your turn, you succeed on an athletic check to climb. You move your full speed.
Nice.
He kind of pins it to you really quickly. He must have a lot of skill in pinning these, because normally it takes a while to do so. But he pinned to your armor and he heads off. He goes, "Now hurry back!" He runs off to the west so that he can go find his shoals.
What's the name of this kid we're trying to hunt for again?
Jacquith, Jaquith.
Yeah, dang, Jacquith.
Jacquith.
Sounds like a Key and Peele skit name.
Hurry up, I don't want to get stuck in the storm. Moving.
All right.
He still owes me that first dibs.
He does. The rest of you head north over the ridge. In doing so, I've got to find my. You see that the rain continues to increase. It seems Gosray has unleashed a heavy storm upon the Chokakoth Islands. Your boots sink into the wet earth as you climb up the ridge in search of Jacquith. The waters soak your body. Even though you wrap your cloaks, the wind warps the rain path, sending droplets into your face. You'll need a warm fire and a free brew from Ordway after this trek.
Cast light on my,
better find
club
him
and
fast.
hold it.
These storms are not forgiving.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and haul her out into the rain. Hey, Jacquith, it's Miss Doris. I got a treat for you if you come in before the rain starts.
All right. Normally, I would. Is there anything anybody going to do special?
Casting light on my club and holding it up to kind of get a because it's going to be getting dark out with the storm.
Yep.
I'm going to start using that as a.
You're going to cast light in your club.
I will also cast light. It's just hovering there.
All right. All right.
You don't have to. It can just float.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on a thing. It can be.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to.
But you're going to have a floating light.
A little
okay,
floating
cool. Anybody else going to do anything specifically? You could also have an exploration task if you want. It's kind of a short adventure, so I'm not being too specific. But if there's something you want to do, let me know. All right.
I guess I would be seeking if that was.
Sure.
Seeking.
Everybody's seeking something.
I'm shouting.
Everybody's seeking.
Nobody's defending. All right.
Anybody else want light? I can cast it 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, we can still see. There's still sunlight. Well, enough light through the storm to see, right?
Yeah.
For now.
Yes. Okay. You travel
I'll
up
just
the
use
ridge.
my dwarf eyes.
Traveling up to Foster's Ridge, and I'm going to bring up the. Let's see if I can do this. Make this work. I'm going to move everyone over to Foster's Ridge. Let's see if it comes up here, and then I should be able to paste everyone down there. There you go.
It's raining.
If you're not on there, you have to drag your character over. All right.
Slush is hanging out with me. He hangs out in one of my pockets if he's not climbing around on my shoulder or running off on his own. But right now he's hanging on my shoulder.
Oh, Slush.
Oh, interesting. Your commander's aura effect is applying to us automatically.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I think I need to.
Yeah,
Oh, I
there it
see.
is.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
You
So
see
would
how
I know
big-
this area well enough to know where to go if I were looking for firewood?
Yeah, I suppose
What
you're
is-
a ranger.
I'm going to see how the vision works here. Hold on a second. That's fine for today. All right. So you come wandering up the hillside, and you can see that you are at the ridge's edge. It's raining outside, and you are kind of pulling your cloaks together. What do you guys want to do as you approach this?
I'm calling out for sure, but he's pretty quiet, so he's like, Jackweth!
You hear distantly you hear a distant voice calling against the wind. The wind is rolling pretty well, but you hear this small voice calling out, and a young boy's voice calling out, "Help! Help!
Did you hear that?
Stupid ram! Help! Stupid!"
Well, I'm going to go straight for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
All right,
going to run
hold on.
right at it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
We're coming
where
right
they
for
come
him!
As you run forward, you find yourself running up the slippery side of the mountain edge. The suddenly below your feet, it begins sinking in deep as the waters run down rivulets down the side of the hill. The mud and earth of the area begins sliding and shifting, creating a somewhat a landslide. It's moving slowly, but it's moving down. As you can see that there is something happening. All right, so you see that this begins sloping down the side of the hill, and kind of the whole thing is shifting downward. Graham and Mike are inside of the umbrella, and Graham is Leo and Mike is Brock. I need the two of you to give me. I'm going to see if this works. And of course, because we are trying things out, it might be a complete disaster. But I think I do this. All right.
Oh, deep mud.
All right, deep mud. Hopefully, you guys aren't seeing what's happening here. That's what's happening as you see this mud goes racing up there. For the two of you, go ahead, and there should be a basic reflex save that out there.
On a public roll?
No private roll. Yeah, you can do a public roll actually, because you will know what you rolled, and I'll tell you.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
And then
I'm gonna use the
Graham,
hero point.
got to make that
He's
roll.
using hero point.
What's that?
Use my hero point.
Sure, yeah, we'll go ahead and use
Are
it.
you gonna reroll or just
You get one
success?
level. You can
Okay.
become success.
It's not a choice. It just is now.
You just
Okay,
get one
good.
level success. And then Graham, did you want to give me a roll? You can click that
Trying.
same basic reflex save.
In the chat window is that basic reflex.
Yeah, it says basic reflex save in the chat under squelch.
Okay. Sorry, basic chat window.
That is the chat window on the right side. It says deep mud, and inside there's a box that says basic reflex.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, basic reflex. There we go.
Okay,
Oof, it's private for us, but
that's
you,
okay.
You probably can see it.
You'll be fine.
You got a success.
I roll
Did it
one,
tell
I
you
roll.
that you got a success?
It tells me nothing.
Okay.
Tells me I got 3 question marks and then a big question mark.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you did get a success.
Yay,
and
2
so,
successes.
all right. So with a success, I'm going to see what happens here. What you're going to find is that that is.
Oh, did you mark off your hero point, Mike? It's in your
All right.
character sheet.
So you see, right now you find that this mud is coming down, and nothing happens to you right now. We're going to put everybody into initiative for this, and then we're going to see what happens.
Alrighty.
Initiative.
Let's make sure I have this set up correctly. I got everyone in here. All right.
The little roll button shows up in the middle panel there.
Yep. Go ahead and make your roll. And it should set you up. And then we're going to start the combat. You are facing off against a mudslide.
Am I able to hide from Mother Nature and roll with stealth?
Sure. I don't care. That's fine. I think it's in the middle of an intro adventure. Oh, wow. That's a really good roll.
Got him.
The mud cannot see you.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and begin the encounter.
Cameron hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, we're missing. Yeah, it's telling me. Cameron, you want me to roll, or you got to roll?
A window pops
There's
up.
an extra dialogue in initiative there.
Are you muted, Cameron? Because we're not hearing you.
Oh yeah, sorry. Where's the button for initiative?
You can go over the
It's
combat
on the
tracker.
left and
Oh, I click the actual. Wait.
Yeah,
I see.
combat tracker you'll see it. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and begin the encounter, our first encounter of this Foundry VTT version of the pre-adventure, just to get an idea of what's going on. Boom.
We're
All
up
right.
against a hostile mudslide.
As we begin, Zach, you are face to face against the most hostile of mudslides there is.
Sure I am. All
It's a
right.
muck.
10. And then need to make the reflex save, right?
You're gonna make you need to make the reflex save. I can repost it if you need me to.
Nope, I found it.
Okay. All right, you're
Nope.
successful,
Nice.
so you can keep moving.
So that was 10, 25, 30. Then I'm going to double move. 5, 10.
All right, I want you to stop when you get to the top of this because you're going to see
Okay.
something happen. All right, as you reach the top of this, that was your one action. It is difficult terrain through the mud. I forgot to tell you that. That was my fault.
Okay. Then it would just be 2 actions because I would have just stride.
That's fine. Sorry about that. As you get to the top of the mud, you see that as the mud has receded down, it's slowly going down. You see that there is something buried in the mud right at your feet, and it's moving, as if the displaced mud from the landslide has unraveled or released something in the ground. You see it kind of shifting and moving.
It's alive.
It's technically hidden to you right now. You can try to seek it as your action, or you can keep moving up the hill.
Yeah, I'm just going to point it out, be like, there's something in the mud, and then keep moving. 5, 10.
All right, so point out is an action. So
Okay,
if you want to
then,
point out to them,
then I'll just point it out.
Okay.
And stop there.
Yeah, you look down, you're like, wow, what's going on here? All right. So as you look down, I'm gonna go ahead and roll me a seek roll, Zach.
Okay. Would that just be perception?
Yeah. If you go to the skills, if you open up the HUDs up display, there's a skills, and there should be one called seek. Because sometimes you get advantages for certain things. So it technically is perception, but seek is its own thing. And then when you click on it, you see the menu fly up, and you see a seek. Perfect. All right. Perfect. And you look around. That should be private to GM, but that's okay. So you look around, and you don't see. You just see something moving in there, but you're not seeing any specifically what it is. Okay. That brings us to Nate. Nate, what are you going to do? Nate, you are standing at the bottom. You see the rain is coming down. The water's washing. You see Mike and Graham. You see Mike's character Brock and Graham's character Leo are struggling to get up this rocky slope.
Yeah, it looks like I might be able to go to the left of it since it's really muddy right there. Can I go like up this direction?
You have to climb. It's considered across the whole thing. It's considered a 10-foot climb.
All right, let me give that a try.
So you're gonna run up to it and then go ahead and give me a climb check.
All right. I think that would also be under the skills, right?
Hmm?
Oh, there's so many though.
It should be grouped by skill. So athletics.
Right. Boom. There we go. The little.
Yeah, and you can just do a public because it's a climb check. So.
Perfect. And going. I got a solid 14.
All right, you're just shy. The rain's coming down, and it's just.
Oh, you know what? I might as well use my hero point too.
That's totally fine. Yeah. That's fine. Go and roll it again. Oh, you just get it. Yeah, that'll bring you up the hill. So put you up to the top. Yep.
Oof. Get up there. All right.
So that's 2 actions. You ran over to climb the hill, and you have 1 more action.
Yeah, I think. All right, so it's got my. That's pretty cool. It's got my movement too. I'm gonna try to keep moving basically up and around the edge of it.
You know that Zach had said something's happening right around here. Something.
Yeah, maybe it's a good spot since I got a better angle now. I'm gonna try to seek as well up here. You said that was yeah. This is gonna be fun to try to spot where all these there sneak.
Yeah, we're just working it out here. And I don't have the vision working the way I had it before. I'm going to have to figure out how that works. So the people are kind of seeing the GM screen, and that's okay. That's fine.
All right, that was a private roll for seek.
Yep, you're looking around, and it's raining. The water's in your face. You're trying to doing it, and you see Zach pointing down like, something's moving here. I shouldn't say Zach. I should say, how do you say your name? I wrote it so badly. Gorik. Sorry about that, Zach. And you see Gorik yelling at the mud. Like something is there, but you're not seeing it. It's too far away. The water's just kind of rolling down, and you're like, I don't see it.
Okay.
Man yells at mud.
Yeah. Mike, Brock is struggling against that mud. You see, you're kind of up to somewhere between your ankles and your knees in mud as you're trying to run through this. What do you want to do?
I guess I'm going to move up.
All right, give me that same saving throw, and I can give it to you again if you need it for this. Here, I'll post it again.
So where to go?
Should be right at the bottom.
There it is.
All right, much better this time. You're able to keep moving, and you can run up, and you're going to move it as if it was difficult terrain.
5, 10, 15, 20. Looks like I have to double move to get up there. So I'm going to move past it, and then I will seek.
All right. Give me a private seek roll. Okay, as you move around, you're standing. You think that something right underneath your feet is moving. You're not sure what. It's in the mud, Technically you didn't succeed, but you're like literally standing on top of it, and the mud itself is shifting around. The mud is also flowing under your feet, but it's shifting. You feel something rub against your foot. Something move, like something literally hit something hard. Maybe it's just shrubs that are moving. You know, the actual
classic moving shrubs.
lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a slide of nothing, but that you feel it right underneath your feet. So has that been 2 actions for you?
There's 2 actions to get through all that, and then the seek. So
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Oop, I did something wrong here. All right, there we go. Mike, Cameron, is your turn.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I would also like to try and climb up the side here.
All right, give me a climb roll. You can do it out in the open. DC is 15. Through the rain and muck. All right, you struggle to get up.
You long legs, give me a hand up here.
So your first action is sort of just like you climb, but you're not able to get up. You have 2 more actions to try again if you want, or go a different route.
I will try one more time before I try something else.
As you grip it, the water is rolling through your fingers as it's rolling down the sides of the hills. It's just... All right, you managed the second time to heave yourself up. Ugh. You are now standing next to Mike. What would you like to do? You see that Mike's character Brock is looking down below. Mike is right here, and Nate is
I'll
right
run
behind.
a seek from here.
Go for it. Give me a
to see
seek.
if I see anything else.
All right. All right. As you look out, you can see that beneath the Brock's feet, you catch. I'm gonna actually whisper it to you what this is. You're not gonna point it out because you don't have actions. All right. This is for you, Cameron, and you don't get an opportunity to point that out because you have used all of your actions. That brings us to Graham. Graham, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to start by climbing up that slope there.
All right, go ahead and give me. I'll push it out to you so you can actually run it if you want. Go ahead and give me a reflex save to run through the deep mud.
Okay, a reflex save you want. Very
You'll
well.
see it in the
basic
right hand.
reflex, yep.
Yeah, basic reflex. Click that.
Roll.
Perfect. Right, and then you want to make sure you private those type of things. But yeah, go ahead. You looks like you succeeded. Awesome. So it's just difficult terrain to move up. So go ahead and move it up and at half your speed.
Okay.
And tell me where you want to go.
Okay, I want to go around the mud.
That is to go. You'll have to go through the mud because otherwise you have to climb. See where you're at right there.
Okay, well I can climb. Yep.
What's that?
I would like to climb.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll just call that success you made was a climb. That's fine.
Okay.
So you go ahead and climb up, and then where do you want to go? That was one action to climb.
Okay, so they can get to about here,
All right.
and I will also seek and see what I can see in the mud.
All right. Give me a GM privated seek roll.
Okay, GM privated seek roll. There it is.
Thank you.
And then
Okay.
select GM private.
Yep.
Yep, that
Private
is selected.
Nice. All right. Ooh, you just did it. You just gave me the whole seek action. You didn't actually roll it. So
Okay, go there. There it is. There's the dice. So here we go.
yeah.
I'm getting the hang of this.
No, that's fine. All right, Graham. As you look around, you see nothing. You see Brock kind of looking down in concern as if he's feeling something. But looking around, you're unable to make any understanding of what actually might be found here. All right, that brings us to Eric. Eric, the mud, the first level adventure fighting against the mud.
What the heck? I'll just give it a climb.
All right. Hopefully the climb doesn't critically fail. That would be. Go ahead and give me a climb check. Athletics DC is 15 or a level 1 climb.
We're gonna do.
The rain's coming down. The water's drenching all over you. The longer it takes you to roll your dice, the more wet you get. Just like the water's running down here, and people are like, "Hurry up! Roll your die! Roll!" Oh! You bounce up the sides. Your many years aboard ships, rocking to and fro and climbing up masts and climbing up nets and dealing with all that allows you to bound up the side of that little cliffside with no effort at all.
Might be a little bit of mom strength too. She goes, "Jockwith, I'm coming for you."
It's up here. It won't go away. It's up here. It won't go away. He's calling out.
Leo looks
Go away! And you hear him yelling at something. All right, that was your one action. What do you want to do now?
Okay, I can move 25 feet with another action. 40 feet, 35. What the heck?
It counts you did your first action right when you moved up.
Weird. Okay.
That is weird. Not sure how to reset that.
It shows a little plus. So it shows a total number, and then it shows a plus to the right of it for his next move. So
got it. Okay, so you're going to move to there. Anything else you're going to do? I think you climbed and just moved.
I guess I'll move another 25 feet.
Okay.
Am I going through...
No, it's not difficult terrain unless it's on those squares, so you're fine.
Okay.
All right, so you go running past... You go running past Brock, heading up the hill.
Hold on, Jockwith.
Above you, you can see that there is a I'm not sure why there's something here on the map that doesn't need to be there. You can see a goat or a ram, a
sheep,
a rose thorn ram sitting there. He's kind of holding his ground up as he barks at a tree. He's like, it's just kind of yelling at a tree. The tree, unfortunately, you don't see anybody anywhere.
Huh?
Can you?
Looks like veal.
The ram.
Veal's on the menu.
All right, Mean Ranch back at the wild. Brock, I'm going to move you just for a second because I need to move something here. All right. All right. From the earth, from the muck, stands up, covered in mud. You see this creature, and I will describe it for you. I'll first show it to everybody.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All right, you see this creature, and I will give a description.
Wow.
You see this creature, this humanoid creature, a walking corpse. It's animated. It seems to kind of rise up out of the muck. You see that it has a chain shirt casually laid over the top of it. And a small little pouch next to it. And it uses as its claws reach out at you. This first action is to stand up. All right.
I didn't have the actions to warn you about the zombie.
All right. So he has two. I'm just going to roll a quick die here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like Nate or Mike. I guess he's the one to the south. Sorry. He's going to target Nate. Mike, you get targeted as the creature who seeks you out as he sees you.
The tracks. I was like standing on it.
Yeah. All right, and then he's going to attack you with a strike.
Man, I don't like
and the undead goes straight to the cleric. Good choice.
All right, I want to see what this looks like here. All right, it looks like it's going to attack you. He's going to hit. Did you see that it hit? And did you see any damage or anything? What do you guys see?
I see a D20 plus 2 question marks and then a question mark.
Got it. I'm trying to figure out what is actually displayed and not displayed for these. So he's going to do a hit by 4, and so he's gonna do some damage to you, Mike.
Okay.
And I think is it the only?
Yeah, when we tried this earlier, you were able to show a little bit more than that without showing the bonuses. It showed whether or not it hit, and then he could like block and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was confused by what this is saying. So let's see if I was going to do another strike. Do I do it like this? I wonder if I do it like this. Let me see if that will.
Ooh, there you go.
Okay, now do you see it?
Yeah, so we see a 21.
All right, it's still just a hit, so I'll just use that one. All right, so now you're targeted.
Okay.
You're targeted, but you don't have a shield or anything right now, do you?
I should have armor,
but your shield isn't raised, right? Yeah. So he's gonna have a shield too. He's just gonna do damage to you. He's gonna hit you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, that is the second action, and then for his third action, you're not mud.
So you can hit that damage button for yourself if you know that you're just going to take it. It just does it.
Did you apply the? Yeah, you have to hit the damage button to apply the damage.
I did.
It did already?
It won't let me select the token.
I don't think you have to.
You don't have to. It's already been. Here, I'll do it. There you go. Oh, the void damage. The zombie takes. Oh, wait, that's bad because that's. Let me see. Did you? Are you? You should be. Let's see here. There you go, Mike. You take 5 damage.
Okay.
Just figuring it out. This is what happens when you're first learning stuff. All right. So the creature, Mike takes the 5 damage, and he has a third action. This creature stood up. He hits you.
Zombie's fast, huh?
Yeah, he's not like the slow moving, slumbering zombies. He gets to do another action.
He's a mud zombie.
Yeah. After he strikes you with a lashing tendril. It comes bursting out of the side of him. That's what he hit you with, Mike. And after that, all right. When he does so, this creature is going to regain hit points if he had any hit point loss before. So if he was injured before, he's going to get it. And you, Mike, your character is going to. You get a save for this? Okay. All right. This is what happens. It's gonna regain some hit points if it can, but more importantly,
well, we didn't injure it, so probably not.
Become drained 1. Not sure why it's there. Okay. Zach.
Okay. I am going to take a step up, and then I am going to use one action to enact pincer attack.
All right. And what does pincer attack allow you to do?
There it is. So everybody that's in my banner's aura can take a step action as a reaction. And if any of my allies end movement adjacent to an opponent, that opponent is off guard to melee attacks from you and all other squad mates who responded to pincer attack until the start of my next turn.
Whoa, did you just give me off guard?
It's only a step as a reaction, though, but that's really cool.
So, everybody gets a step as a reaction, and then he'll be off guard to everybody that used that.
Well, since Eric moved into flanking, I will take a step.
Yeah, you'll get off guard. All right, cool.
So then he is off guard to me as well, and I will strike out with my spear.
All right. Yeah. I'm getting
nice.
I'm getting like a launching warrior with a spear, kind of like All right.
21 to hit.
Did you target him before you rolled your 21? You'll have to roll over the top of him and hit the T button, and then roll your attack. So, and you'll notice he has a little triangles that appear next to him when he's targeted.
Okay, so now I'm targeting him. Do you want me to just roll again?
Yep, just roll again. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that way it'll automatically do everything. Okay. Looks like you hit.
19.
All right.
And
nice.
Damage.
And then go ahead and do damage against him. All right.
Nice.
And I believe, let's see, I believe now I have to roll and say damage him. That's what I do. Yep. He takes the damage. You've done 6, and you'll see, what's nice is you'll see it says 6 damage, and if when you have the resistance and stuff, it might say 0 or whatever. You're like, oh god. All right, that was Zach with the 2 actions now, or you have 1 more left?
I took 1 step, pincer attack as an action, and then attacked once.
Nice. Okay, Nate, just on the other side of that hill here.
Oh, I am over there. I thought you were trying to tell me that somebody else was there.
Yep, nope, it is your turn.
This crazy zombie guy here, I'm going to try casting a spell called Frostbite. I can target it 60 feet away. 1 creature targeted is going to have a basic fortitude save.
All right.
I targeted it when I pushed it, so I believe you can click on the basic.
Yep.
Save.
I'm gonna make the save. He is.
I don't even know if you needed to.
We're gonna find out. I think this is how it works. We're gonna find out here. Or do I? I think I know what I
think you need to click it.
Target, and I hit basic save, and let's roll it for public for right now. It's fine.
Yeah, question marks. I'm like, oh, I see it though. 23.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
right,
he's successful on his save. Normally I would kind of hide that, but we're kind of learning stuff. So.
All right. Well, anyways, it's a basic save, so it would take half damage. So I'll roll the damage, and then we'll take half, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead. If you say roll damage, click that button there.
I did. It's funny though because it says the base damage is acid. That doesn't seem right.
Takes 2d4 cold damage.
I can add more. Okay, we're just gonna hit the public button on that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not bad.
So then I just click the half button, right? Because I made it.
Yep.
There.
3 points of cold damage. It's very cold.
He's seen better days. If you say in his face.
Like Mike.
So yeah, so is Mike.
All right, that was a 2 action spell.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to move up a little bit. I think I can get. I'm gonna kind of move around a little bit. Can I go up this space here, or is that
would be a climb check to get up there? You can move.
5 foot?
You can move through this area.
No, I'll just stop here. That feels like a reasonable spot.
Okay.
I don't need to get in a melee. That's my turn.
Perfect. Mike, you see this creature rise up and smack you down a little bit. What do you want to do?
So I'm going to do a 2-action heal on this thing versus undead.
All right. Okay. You're going to target it and do a 2-action heal on it. Go for it.
I did.
All right. And did you? I think I got a save. Does it show my save?
DC 17 basic fortitude.
Yeah. Did you target it and click? You click use or cast?
I did.
All right. I'm just not seeing it, so that's why. Okay. Anybody else seeing it? Did you do it privately or did you do?
I see it up here. Right after I did my attack, I see a heal versus undead.
Oh, it's up at the top.
Yep.
Above the frostbite?
Yeah, above frostbite.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Make sure you wait till your turn comes in, because otherwise it's way out of order.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm going to save my basic savings throw here. All right. I'll just roll it up here. All right. Looks like I critically succeeded.
Damn.
So I believe that it'll take no damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You reach out to hit it with, and the thing goes, it kind of hits maybe part of its armor. Part of it, as you reach out with the ray attack, It's a ray attack at this point, right? You reach out with a ray attack. It kind of hits part of his armor, and it breaks off. Its armor is old and pitted and rusted. Just shatters part of the armor off and ricochets your spell off into the hillside. And then you hear a kid up behind you say, "What's taking you so long? Go away! Go away!"
I'm moving, so if it gets an attack.
I'm pretty sure it does not get an opportunity attack, but I will triple check just to make sure. Okay. All right. You're running away. Yeah, perfect. All right, that is Mike. All right, Cameron. You see that Mike has taken a little damage. I should say Brock has taken a little damage. This zombie thing been beat up a little bit. It's seen better days, and you see that then Mike got tried to do a spell and didn't quite work, and he's taken off. Or Brock, I should say.
All right.
Trying to
Tug. Let me just measure this out here. Yeah. So Tug will see the freed up space. He's going to use one action to, I guess he didn't have it drawn already, but he'll draw his shield. And then he will do the defensive advance. And while he strides, he'll pull his broadsword out, walk up to the zombie, and
hold on. You took one action to draw your shield out. You're doing the 2 action advance.
Mm-hmm.
And where's and does that allow you to draw a weapon while you do that?
Well, it was part of a stride, right?
But you're doing a 2 action advance. That's not a stride.
We were ruling that you can draw during a basic move, but not during our abilities.
Yeah.
Because they're assuming you're already doing something with your hands as part of that complicated stride action, I guess.
Right.
Gotcha.
So I just want to.
Well,
so I just want
I
to
won't do a stride. I'll just walk up and swing then.
That is totally fine. That's fine. Like walk up and
No shield ranged in that case.
Yeah, the pulling the weapon out is more like a free thing I'm giving you on occasion. All right, so go ahead and give him an attack.
I guess.
No! Did you critical hit? There you go. Did you roll critical damage?
Yeah, I rolled critical damage. 10.
Just
because it was a 1 on the die.
Oh no! All right, well,
10 points of damage though. But yeah,
your attack is holy though.
Could have been a lot more.
No.
Very easy.
At death's door, everyone. He's at death's door. All right, that brings us to Graham. Graham, what are you gonna do? You got hills inside, hills to the north of you.
Mud to the
Can I shoot him?
Mud to the south.
Do you got a shooting?
What do you have in your hand right now?
I have my longbow.
Okay, all right. Well, you climbed up, so you don't have it in your hand quite yet.
Well, then
you have to draw it.
Then okay, well I will draw the longbow then.
Yep, draw the longbow.
And then I can shoot, right?
Yep. There's no load action for a longbow, so you can go ahead and make your shot.
Okay.
Make sure you target him with a T. So hover over the top in a T to target him, and then go ahead and give it a shot.
So it's just hit the T and click on him.
Yeah, hit the T to click on him, and then go to your
hover over
attack.
him and then hit T, and you'll see a little boundary
you'll
around
see
him.
a little thing that kind of goes like this, and everyone else can see your color die kind of as a marker above it.
Okay, got it. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Nice. And now go ahead and
let him have it. I think I had that on private, so I don't.
Nope. I see it now. That's okay. It looks like your result was that you missed. You rolled a 13.
Oh, that's too bad.
Crap. But I will tell you one thing you want to be careful of is you're using a longbow, and the longbow gets a -2 volley if it's within 30 feet. And this actually tells you on the chart that you're getting that.
Okay.
Yeah. So So, for example, go ahead and roll publicly. Just go ahead and roll publicly and attack because I want you to see this.
Okay.
I think it's good that you see it. Okay, so as I wanted to point out to you, perfectly that. Hold on.
Yeah. But in that screen is what you were saying. Like before you're about to roll, you should see a modifier.
Yeah, there's all that other stuff in there.
There should be a modifier that says
what is going on, Eric.
Yeah.
Why
deleting rolls.
Yeah. So
you were saying that there's a modifier because he's within 30 feet in the longbow.
Yeah.
In that screen. So good to know.
So I wanted to just point out to you that when you're attacking, you should always keep an eye on the fact of what's being there, because it's going to point out to you certain things like that your volley is within 30 feet, so you're getting a -2 to attack, and other indicators like am I flanking?
It's a +1 rather than +3.
Nice.
Yeah. So
okay.
All right. So cool.
Good to know.
All right. Cool. That is kind of the information I wanted to point out.
Yes.
It took me more than one action to point out. Okay.
Well, it took me more than one action to catch on.
I was trying to aid on that one.
3 action.
All right. So that was Graham. I think you're finished now, right?
Yeah, I'm finished.
All right. Now let's go to Eric. Eric, on to you. You're standing there. You are flanking with this creature.
It's off guard to me anyways because of Zach's thing. So I guess I'll draw my light hammer. And,
let me make sure he's indicated as being off guard.
Now that I know how to do that, I guess I'll
that's
make a.
He should be anyway because he's flanked. But.
I'll make a strike. We'll do
hit.
All right, looks like you hit. Nice. Want to roll for damage?
You can throw that thing. Cool.
Okay, so I guess I got a sneak attack. Because he's off guard to me.
Nice. Is sneak attack considered precision damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be interesting. So go ahead and make your attack. Great. So you did, it says 1d6 bludgeoning strength, and then it says 8 damage. And that includes your sneak attack, 1d6, right?
Yeah.
So now when I do the damage to this guy, what you're going to see, this is the zombie takes 8 damage, and it should be sneak attack. It should be, I gotta remember, he should be immune to,
Not necessarily. But
I'm going to see if he's immune to precision. Nope. He's not. That's why I love this, because it kind of it just does that stuff for you. All right, as you stab into this creature, it kind of falls back into the muck.
Oh, you got him.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this.
All right, let's keep going. Eric, that's one. What's that? One action. What else do you want to do?
That was 2. That was a draw and a swing. So I'll move 25 feet, I guess.
Yeah, running up the hill. All right.
I'm coming. Just hold on.
I can deal with that.
If he starts elevating, his eyes go white. He starts, going crazy. All right, that is Zach. What are you gonna do? You see this ram up there, bleeding out.
Bleating out.
He's doing 1d6 bleed damage.
Is he bleeding out?
Bleating out.
Persistent bleeding.
Persistent bleeding.
I am gonna 5, 10, 15, 20.
We'll up art next time once we know the characters are. All right, you run up the hill.
Yep. Then I'm gonna call out, be like, "Where are you? Come to us! Come to us!" And I'll raise my banner high.
All right, what I need you to do is I need you to give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. Not great at that.
If you have something else you want to try to use to kind of get this kid to come see it.
Oh, he's panicking. He's not coming down out them trees.
You can maybe something else you want to choose. Let me know. But persuasion's my throw out, but you can choose something else that fits this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, good
18
roll.
for an 18.
Nice. What you see is you're gonna see that this you can see this boy who is kind of looks out from. He's climbed a tree. He's 15 feet up. You see him kind of move to the side, and he looks and he goes, "Make him go away! Make him go away!" And you see this thing go.
It's
I got away with animals. I think I could make them leave.
Yeah.
All right. Is anything else?
just
Any
leave
other
him be.
actions for you, Zach?
Nope.
All right. That's Nate. What are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna go run up that hill too. See if I can get to.
I just like going.
You can tell.
Don't we all?
This gets me to 45 feet. And then can I go diagonally over here for another 50? I think I can. As part of my 2 moves, 2 strides. And then I'm going to, I see what's unfolding here, and there's a ram coming up here, and I don't like that. That seems dangerous. So I'm going to cast a glass shield spell
To protect yourself?
Yeah, it's basically like a shield spell. It's a little different. It can do sort of an explosive damage thing if I end up raising it and they damage it.
Vlasic.
Yeah, Vlasic, in fact.
Yeah.
And we're gonna pickle this guy.
All right. So you run up and you're gonna cast shield.
Yep.
Perfect. Mike, what are you gonna do?
Let me cast Daze.
All right. It's gonna get cover for right now because you're down the hill.
Save.
You wanna move up the hill so you can see it.
Basically save.
Do you think you can see it or no?
No, you have to get up to the same level because you are down the hill. So you just take a move action and move up and then cast it, please. All right, and then I'm gonna target this guy.
If you look at the yeah, so this pretty close. I was gonna say if you start doing movement stuff, it shows you what the elevation changes too, which is kind of cool.
All right, so that brings us to. I'm gonna make my save, and I'll just do it publicly for now. Looks like I'm successful on against your save of days. Does that have any success effect?
Basic will save, half damage.
Yeah, half damage. It deals 1d6. So half of that.
Ooh. All right, nice. So I'm gonna take half that damage.
You jolted it. Its brains.
All right, that brings us to Cameron. Cameron, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to. Let's see. I think I can do. I'm going to try 2 movements, get up to here.
All right.
And then I want to do command animal as my last one since I have some nature training, and I'll say, "Oi, you beast! Leave the boy alone."
All right, you're within 30
beastie.
feet. All right, want to post command animal so I know what the options are for that? Perfect. All right, you issue an order, attempt a nature check against the animal. So go ahead and target the animal and hit nature and see if you hit.
Yeah, I gotta target him. Target. Skills. Roll
Yeah,
button.
public roll this because you're just trying to check against the animal's will DC.
Ooh, man, my die rolls are trash.
Ooh, that failed.
Do you have any hero points?
3 on a die.
Did you have a hero point left?
I do for the night. Let's just use that.
Go ahead and roll
Up to a
it.
success.
So hold on. If you right click on the number 8, you should be able to say re-roll using hero point.
But
Oh, we're not doing that with a hero point.
Yeah, we're just going up one.
I forgot we're not doing that anymore. I forgot we
So
were
it's
just
a
going to
success,
go into success. Perfect. All right, thank you. I forgot we lost. I was all excited about right clicking. All right. Okay. So you are successful, and the animal looks at you and goes, "Meh, meh," and his little ears flip.
Just want his attention off the boy so he has room to run.
Graham, what are you gonna do? What's the Graham story?
You're muted.
Man yelled at Cloud.
You're
Still
muted,
yelling at
Graham.
Cloud.
We do those all the time.
I'll translate for him.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, I was going to run up there and do command animal myself, but
Oh, sorry. Just burst your.
well, if
effort.
I can move to, God damn it, you son of a bitch. Okay, I can move to
Don't move
here.
there.
I can move to
rough.
here from where I was.
You can move to there,
right.
son of a.
And
You are still. Remember, you're on a cliffside there, so you kind of really can't see him very well, if at all.
yeah, well, that's as far as I can move.
All right.
So, what's going on up there?
He's like jumping. All right, but that's only. Was that your full action is to move there? didn't move
Actually,
very far.
I can double move.
Yeah, you can take a second
10,
attack.
15,
it looks
20,
like 25,
ran. 30. Yeah,
you move at
I
30.
can get to there
Perfect.
in a double move.
All right, you can do that. You see this? You see this? This ram there, this rose thorn ram, and it looks over at you, flipping its ears back. It's kind of like swaying its head a little bit. Texting. All right.
No, he should be under the bridge if he's going to troll.
Do you have any more actions you want to do?
That's two. Yeah, that I think that is that you done? Did you do all your actions? I
Well,
don't know.
Well,
yeah,
if
you
I
moved
can do
to
a
here?
second command animal just to reinforce him going away.
Is that a command animal one action or a two action situation?
One
So
action.
one action.
One action. So I can go give it a command animal. Go out and target him, and then go ahead and roll your command animal.
Okay. Command animal.
It's the old nature. Oh, wait, never mind.
Nature.
What was your command, Cameron?
Nature.
To leave
Just to
it?
leave the
Flee.
boy alone.
Flee. Yeah.
Okay, command animal. There we go.
I want him. Go ahead and command him. What are you gonna do? Yeah. All right. You should
Okay,
order
and
attempt a
roll.
nature check.
Yeah, you can just hit the nature from Cameron's if you want. If you get him targeted, just hit the nature button
All
inside
right.
of that one.
You critically failed.
No.
So as you look over it, the ram looks over at Cameron. Goes, then he looks over at Graham, who is Leo, and goes,
Just
and then pees.
just because I was going to say, because everybody's yelling at him, I want to point out that you automatically fail if the animal is hostile or unfriendly to you.
Yeah, he wasn't hostile towards you. He was hostile toward the boy, and he
And
leaves.
whoever did the mental damage to it.
Who did the mental damage to it?
Way down, like through a wall of people.
All right, Eric, what are you gonna do through the
goats?
rainstorm?
Is the goat still here?
Oh yeah, we're just
He
yelling
hasn't,
at it right
he hasn't
now.
had his turn yet. Everybody's running up and like throwing stuff at it.
Wait, he's not on the shrimp tracker.
I'm just gonna use him for the void
zombie?
zombie tracker point for that, so it's fine. Instead of worrying about it.
I'm gonna stride forward 25. Where'd my character sheet go? Dang it. I'm gonna stride forward 25 feet. And I have intimidating glare here.
Oh,
So I get to do that. I get to
do you speak
demoralize,
Ram?
even though he doesn't. I don't need to speak it. I look at him.
his eyes.
As I move, I draw my big cleaver, and I look at this goat with a look that says, "I'm gonna kill and eat you."
you're intimidating him
and-
with your glare.
Yeah.
Go-
With
so
a
go
to
ahead and-
demoralize.
So target him and then click the demoralize.
Okay. Target. Demoralize.
This is great because I don't have to look up the
Click it
numbers. I'll tell you.
again. Intimidation.
Eric,
Against the target's
demoralize.
will.
It failed. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Dang.
Dang.
I don't want to fail. I want to use my hero point and not fail.
Go ahead.
I want to
Use
look
your hero
extra
point.
scary. I'll
Yay,
do that.
So that brings us to success. All right. So that's going to be
Give him a
success.
status. Give him a status.
Frightened 1.
He's fearful.
All right. So he's going to be frightened 1. All right. Let me bring him frightened 1. Boop. He's been frightened. He goes. All right. And then it's on his turn. Is that his turn?
Is it fainting goat?
It looks at it looks at you. Yeah.
So threatening.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end the encounter because I actually can't move him because it's not his turn and he's not on the tracker. I just realized that now, and so I definitely don't want to deal with that. But he's going to run off into the. He runs to here, and you see him. He just starts climbing.
Huffing it.
Zing.
Oh man.
Does anybody else have a climb speed?
You see him. He's goats.
I'm way too old to climb that.
He just climbs right up, and as he gets halfway up, he goes and pees.
Classic goat.
That's so goat.
As you look down,
Hey, Jacquez.
he comes.
Get out of there.
He jumps down the tree. He's like,
Come on.
He's like, that goat, that ram chased me up the tree. I would have been home an hour ago. I'm soaking wet.
I look at him. I look at him with the knife in my hand for a moment. Oh, there you are. Oh, they're looking for you down there. I'll put the knife away. I'll say, come on, before the rain gets too much.
All right. As you run down the hill, heading back toward
Watch out for the mudslide now. It's right there.
I hold his hand as we go through the mud. I'm big and strong, and I kind of just scoop him up and carry him over the mud pile we struggled through.
You head back up toward town, and you start heading back. You would normally take this boy back home, but the rains are just pulverizing you from all over the place. You said you're carrying the boy? Or you're holding his hand?
Yeah, if the weather gets too bad, yeah.
Yeah. He's almost like just plastered. He's not dressed for adventuring. He's dressed in a light tunic and breeches and in some sandals, basically. And he's soaking wet, covered it in grime and mud, and splattered. His hair is drenched. You finally bring him back down to you finally get him down to the tavern where you can see the door. You see Ordwin is pulling open the door as you come running toward the tavern. And she says, come on, we'll bring him home after the storm. This one's not stopping anytime early. And with that, the crash of thunder and lightning in the sky releases the final torrent upon the village. The rain's gushing down. Just as you enter into the house, the squall overtakes the beaches, and a storm hits upon Osprey Cove. And what happens after the storm? We're going to find out next week in episode 1.
Nice.
That's where the adventure begins. Right after the storm.
The storm is going. Cool.
You're going to have to get some real adventuring gear, you little one, if you're going to go into the woods again.
Okay. All right. So that was a fun introductory adventure. We have our characters made. We have our stage set. So I think everyone should feel good about this. Mostly we're fighting with Foundry today. We had to do some stoppages and resets because of the things we were learning, but that's part of the learning process. If you're just learning Foundry right now, or you will Roll20 or whatever, or you want to go to Owlbear or whatever, you're going to have some hiccups. It's the way it is. So anyway, we'll see everybody next week for episode 1 of this level 1 through. You're supposed to get to basically the end of level 3 for this adventure. So it shouldn't be that long, but it should be pretty fun. See everybody. Bye.